That's probably the craziest 24 hours of bow hunting that I've had in a minute. All right, it's October 30th. Me and Cole walked way in here to this cedar ridge. This is a spot that I've scouted and hunted in the past. So we gommed all the way in here in the dark this morning. Saw a pile of big, fresh buck sign on the way in. Multiple big rubs. Several really fresh scrapes. There's not really deer trails in here per se, but a lot of travel meets right here in these cedars. We're kind of in a screwball setup in this tree. It took me forever to get it all up here, but didn't spook any deer while doing so. At least we don't know of any. It's another tight quarter setup. Bucks ought to be a moving though this morning, with it being the 30th. Haven't hunted for a couple days, went home, spent some time with the family, and did some editing. And me and Cole saw all sorts of bucks running around in the backyard while Miles and Graham were at school. Of course. And then Miles made the basketball team, so he's got basketball practice all week, which is bittersweet because he's obviously stoked he made the team, but he can't go deer hunting because his practice is every afternoon. So me and Cole are sitting at home while he's in practice, editing videos, watching bucks cruising through the backyard just left and right. This weekend is a Missouri youth season though, so I'm gonna take them out. Nick's gonna roll in tonight. Either me or Cole are gonna be hunting a lot the next week and a half. It's cold, like 35, 36 degrees. Got fresh grapes right here in front of us. Maybe a little too close. They're like 6 to 8 yards. Deer are gonna be on us quick in here. So I'm probably just gonna keep my bow in my hand. Deer to my right, like 50 yards walking towards us. Can you tell what it is? I think it's a smaller buck, but it's got antlers, but I can't tell how big. Can you move yet or no? Yes. sucker came right to that scream.
Rubbing before that, too.
Yeah, he rubbed on that tree a couple times. Had bark on his back. And then he snort wheezed right here at 10 yards. He was looking back behind him an awful lot. Like he just came from an area where there was more deer. Probably a good spot to catch mid-morning buck movement.
Another little buck right here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There you go.
Looks like it.
Got a deer to your right. Doe or low buck. That low buck to your right. Spike. Up far. 40, 50 yards down there. Coming up. See him?
Yep.
Easy. Looking, smelling. Yeah, the other one's laying down. I can see him. I can see him right now. Easy, he's looking our direction. Thought he might have bit it. You still, can you see him?
What?
Can you see him?
I can't see him. No, he disappeared behind that tree.
He's still laying there. He's kind of looking this direction.
I didn't see him walk off, so I figured he must have. He's walking over here.
How far is it? Oh yeah, I see him.
But
Kidding me.
Yes.
but
They're both moving up the ridge.
Go to the right.
Yeah, going to the right.
I think I saw a flash of them.
He never smelled us though. Yeah. I see one of them. That's a little one. Oh man, all he had to do was go right. Saw the freaking tree step. And then he heard me up here. Not tagged out yet, are we? How in the world did he end up where he did?
Come around this. I don't know what's he got. He must have come. I don't know.
Shaking pretty bad after that. Dang it. It was because of that little buck that he went that way.
Got up towards him.
I wondered why that little buck was up. It's like either because we grunted several minutes ago. That little branch right there. That little dead branch. I mean, I was in full draw with him at 10 yards right here. And he's walking right at us. I'm just waiting for him to go to the scrape. Like, all he's got to do, he's cutting on the downwind side of that scrape. And I'm going to kill him right here in this hole. He had no clue we were up here. Freaking giant.
That's the biggest buck I've ever seen.
Is it?
For sure.
Oh man, we knew there was a big one in here. Just these woods are tore up. Dang it. I mean, I was at full draw and I was like, man, this thing is in trouble. Because he's going to go to the left. Or if he goes to the right, like, sorry, my voice is shaky because I'm shaking so bad. I thought if he went to the right down there where that little buck was, we'd still get a shot. Well, he came right to the base.
I don't even know how he got there.
My foot got wedged in between these cables. So I had to move it like this, and then I took my bow all the way up here, and then to come down like this. And when I did, my quiver got caught on that branch. It just went. And at that point, he was looking at them sticks. That's why
That's what he. Because once I heard him underneath us, I froze up and I couldn't. I didn't want him to turn.
So I got to right here with them looking at the stick. I'm like, please keep walking, please keep walking. here and I hit those branches, and I think he might have heard that or something. But he looked at the first stick, and then he looked up at the second stick, and then he went like that.
And that's when he took off.
That's when he took off. As soon as he looked up here and saw us up here, that's when he bounded. But he did just like the buck did the other day. Like he had no idea what we were.
Just knew something was off, but couldn't pick it up.
He bounded up to 30 yards, and I just about had a shot at him. Like when I grunted to stop him. If he would have stopped on a dime right there,
Yep.
I would have had an opening to shoot him at 30 yards.
But he took another step or two.
He took a half step or two when I grunted. And there was one branch over him, and I'm like, I tried to kind of kneel down to see if I could shoot underneath it, but I just didn't have a good opportunity. I mean, I would have been flinging at that point. Silver lining here, though, is that he never came downwind. He probably would have if that little buck wouldn't have been there. But he got out there where that little buck was at, and he kept following him. Like that, almost like it took his focus off of us. He was cautious when he was leaving, but he wasn't spooked.
He definitely didn't smell us.
No, he did not smell us. Man, that hurts. I could gripe about it and make lots of excuses, or we can just crack on. So that's what we'll do. We ran back out to the car, grabbed something to eat quick, and now me and Cole are going back in for the afternoon. We're not going to hunt the same spot where we had an encounter with that buck this morning. We're going to move about 600 yards in the direction that he went. Like I said earlier, when he left, he was just walking off with that other small buck. So we're going to go to the downwind side of the next bedding area in the direction that he went and try to make a setup this evening. I don't think he smelled us, so I doubt he went very far, especially since he was just walking when we last saw him. Never know, I guess, but we're going to try it. We're going to scout up this transition right here. Got a cedar ridge on top. Falls into a pretty deep drainage here. We're going to go right up this transition looking for sign and try to set up on it. Last place that we thought we saw him was about 800 yards straight out in front of me. Alright, we found us a spot to set up here. We bumped a doe in the back of this cedar thicket. She blew at us a few times, but she just barely trotted over the hill. She didn't smell us or anything. You might be able to see this big deadfall behind Cole here. There's 2 or 3 deadfalls in a row right there where a storm must have cut through there a few years ago. And it's got all the deer movement funneled around the front of it. We can't get in any of the trees right above the head of the deadfall, but we can get in this red oak right here. There's a real heavy trail coming around the top side of it and around the back of that thing. There's a couple of big rubs, one really big fresh one. And this morning, that buck went into a bedding area over this ridge about 300 yards away. It's a big, thick, woolly bottom down in there is where he was headed. But there's another bedding area back this direction. So if he's going to come through here in daylight to check this other bedding, in this spot like where this doe was just bedded was right over there, he's got to come across the top of this ridge. And it ain't them real open oak woods. It's pretty thick. This is a place where I could see a big one like him wanting to move in daylight, but I suppose we'll find out. We're going to climb up in here and get settled. I don't know what we'll see. I mean, there's deer sign in here. We're a good 600-800 yards away from where we were this morning, but we found 3 or 4 really fresh scrapes on the way in, several huge rubs, and that's exactly what we saw where we were at this morning. I'm sure that that buck or another nice one is frequenting this ridge as well, so just hunt it and see what we see. I'm pretty bummed about not getting a crack at that sucker this morning, but that's deer hunting. So we're going to keep trying. Maybe he'll waltz in front of us again tonight, who knows? I don't need him to come right to the base of the tree. I mean, just anywhere within 30, 40 yards is fine. Don't have to just come for the sticks. That'd be preferable, honestly, if he would not do that. Perfect wind. I'd look at my rangefinder backwards. That ain't gonna work. 25. See if this wind will lag for a second so the sound will carry further. Buck right behind you. What? There's a buck right behind you. I can't tell how big. Grab your bow. He's like 20, 30 yards. Directly behind your back. He's kind of small. He's probably a year and a half, 2.5. Just stay still. ducked in underneath some leaves, but I could have shot him right there. Good start. It's a good spot for calling. I mean, I literally set the bag down when the buck was at 30 yards, I think. He could have looked up here and saw us if I would have kept rattling, but there's so much thick cover right behind the tree here. They have to come up here looking. Well, that was promising. Hopefully more to come. There's deer coming. I think it's a buck. Yeah, it's a buck. I think it's a young buck. Looks like the same one that just came through. I see him. Maybe a different one, I don't know. watching, Cole?
Yep.
That's the freckle low. Come on, dear. He's watching. He just went down. Stay on him, alright?
He just laid down, his head's still up.
Yeah. I mean, it was right behind his shoulder, but I'm afraid it was low because it was such a steep angle. I thought I made a good shot, but then when he took off, I was like, man, that's really steep. I mean, he was bleeding out that entry side a bunch, and he was coughing up blood.
His head's still up. He's looking around.
Is
He's
he?
bleeding out the mouth too.
I know, I'm scared of a one lung shot. I can see his head. I think I hit him close to center body, and I needed to be an inch or two higher. Your target is so small at these steep angles. That's on me. I had time too. I could have brought it up another inch or two. Gosh, I hate that. Don't like them to suffer. I like to watch them fall. That's your whole goal as a bow hunter. Well, just keep eyes on him until it gets dark, and then we'll try to sneak out of here without bumping him.
Okay, a lot's happened since we last talked. It's now early morning. Nick Andrews is here. He showed up last night to assist. We went back, watched the footage. The exit is higher than we thought, so it's actually a little better placement than I initially thought. It's just one of those freak deals where he didn't go down. I mean, I still think it's a little low, but I don't know. I mean, you can see in the footage that he's got blood coming out of his mouth. And several times there's blood coming out of the side where the entry hole is. And the deer's coughing like one lung is smoked. And we think, judging by the exit hole, that there's a real good chance it got the lower lobes of the other lung. I don't know. Sometimes weird stuff like this happens. But the deer was obviously still alive 45 minutes after I'd shot him, because me and Cole watched him bed down and lay there for a while. And then right at dark, we were trying to sneak out of there. Right before we left, he stood up and he walked out on the ridge a little bit further, and then we lost sight of him behind some cedar trees, and it got dark. So we just slid out of there. We left everything up in the tree. I brought my bow out, but everything else is in there. I didn't even go out and pick up the arrow, nothing. Didn't want to make any extra noise right there, because the buck obviously didn't know we were there. Like, he got shot and ran 40 yards and bedded down. And when he went back up the ridge, he was just calmly walking back the direction that he came. So we're going to go in there this morning. I called my buddy Willie Ransdell. Has a drone, and he's started a deer recovery business here recently with his drone. I've known Willie for a really long time. Him and his brother have been good buddies of mine for a while. But he's going to drive way over here and help us with the drone this morning. It's on public. He thinks that he can see it with his thermal drone. It's legal to do here in Missouri. We've got property boundaries back in there. I mean, they're a pretty good ways beyond where the deer is, but I'm just a little concerned that if we go in there and the deer is still alive and we accidentally bump it or something, it could go onto another property. And in Missouri, you have to have permission from the landowner to go recover your deer. It's not like Iowa, where if you've got blood, you can go and recover your deer. You know, every once in a while, somebody won't let you get your deer, which sucks. But anyway, that's why we elected to call Willie and go with the drone, is we're hoping we can fly it over this spot, not be intrusive at all, and he can use the thermals and see the deer laying down there. He says he'll be able to tell if the thing is alive or dead. Willie's gonna be here shortly, and then we'll see if we can find him.
I mean, it might not be a bad idea for me to go in there.
Yeah, if you go to Last Blood.
I know I could get in there to where the stand is.
Yeah.
And I could call you guys and tell you when it's straight overhead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll
And
be
then
able to
you-
see you walking through there, yeah.
Yeah, and then you could start looking straight north of me.
Okay.
Want to try that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in here to the stand because I left it in the tree last night. And then when Willie's drone gets directly above me, I'm gonna call him and tell him to start looking. Just to try to help us pinpoint the spot. Man, I hope we find this thing.
I mean, I don't see it, but I can hear it. Straight above me. Or it's pretty close to straight above me. I don't know if y'all can see me down here or not. I mean, there's a lot of canopy cover. It's not totally open, but
Oh, hold still, I see you. Hold still. There he is. Smile, Warb. So I am northwest of you.
I mean, I'm looking to the north, right down the ridge.
Okay.
Right now, and that is where he's at.
This looks pretty good right here, honestly, if I can get a spot of what this is. There he is right there.
See him dead?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious, Willie?
Yep.
Yep, I see him clear as day. Laying there dead.
He's
Intact.
dead?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No casts on
Recenter
him or
gimbal
nothing.
pan.
Get out of here.
I swear. I swear, Warb, he ain't been ate on or nothing.
No, shut up.
I'm serious.
You're
Look at,
kidding.
that's incredible. Oh my god.
Willie can see him right now?
Yeah, we're zoomed in on him, looking at him.
There's no way.
I swear to God, Warb.
It's my buck?
Oh yeah, 100% you're a buck.
No freaking way.
That's awesome,
No
dude.
freaking way he just found that thing that quick.
Oh yeah.
There you are. I see you. Keep coming north.
Yeah.
North?
Yep, keep going.
How far out ahead of him is he, you think?
Probably 100 yards.
100 yards in front of him?
Good grief, he went a lot further than I thought. Like, we would have had a hard time finding this thing, Willie. I'm not kidding you. The leaves are wet in here. Is that him laying up there?
I can't see you right now, but
There he is. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Attaboy, Willie. Nice.
Good
You
track.
right there.
Good tracking, Warb.
Oh, yeah. That was all. That worked perfect, boys. All right, set her down, bud.
all right.
I'll Venmo you or something. Where you're welcome to come back in here. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back in there. I got to.
Yeah, drop me a pin where you're at. We'll be there shortly.
Yeah, Willie. Yeah, boy. That's crazy, dude. Nice. Thanks. I had to go up there to tag him, to check him in. I had to go up there to get service. Thanks, guys.
That's cool, bud.
That's awesome.
We worked pretty hard for that one, didn't we?
Look at the shot. The shot's way higher. The entry's way higher than I thought.
Yeah. Pretty awesome watching from the drone operator. Because I was over his shoulder watching him. We were picking around, and then he just kind of got real fixed on one spot. He punched in, and then it was like, and it went to he took it off the IR or whatever to the regular view. He's like, oh, there he is. He punched it in.
I knew it because you said something on the phone, Willie. You're like, I think we got something.
Yeah.
And then within 5 seconds, he's like, there he is. He's dead.
Ransdell Drone Innovations.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
How long you been doing the drone thing now? You just started about a year ago, didn't you?
I got the drone in February. So this season was the first season that I've done the recovery. So
It takes you out of the woods hunting yourself a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'd say the girl, she'll have hers away this weekend. We'll be in the blind for the most part of this weekend. So
Yeah, me and Miles will be at them tomorrow. That one got me excited, so I let her rip.
absolutely.
I'm sorry on the shot, guys. I thought that I made a good shot, and the placement doesn't look bad, as y'all can see. It's center body this side. He came out in the armpit on the other side, but I hate when they don't go down immediately. I don't like to see them suffer. Thankfully, we got lucky and the coyotes didn't get him this time. Quarter in pack party now, Nick says. The exit that we thought we saw on video last night wasn't actually the exit. It was just a tuft of hair right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'll roll him up a little bit. There's the exit hole right there. Right on the belly line on this side. So the exit was super low. Entry was like mid body over here. You can see it's about right dead center middle, right behind the shoulder. But that's what we were talking about last night. When you get that high up in a tree and you get these steep angle shots, you don't go straight through the middle of the deer. You're going at an angle down through there. So I smoked the one lung, and I probably barely hit something on the other side, whether it was the bottom of his liver or the bottom lobes of his offside lung. I think that's why we had such a tough time with him. Keep that in mind. Me and Cole have been hunting between 15 and 20 feet in these big woods scenarios, just because we've been on sloping terrain where on one side the deer's basically eye level with you, and on the other side they're like 30 feet below you. So we want to be out of the peripheral vision of the deer that are eye level with us, so we're having to hunt pretty high. That makes for a really bad shot angle. I don't love those setups. I don't really know how to make them better other than to set up lower and just put more cover in the tree, or find a tree with more cover. But we've had that issue a few times where we get them in real tight and we get these steep angles. Well, I mean, last year we weren't even that high in the tree, Nick. How high up were we? We were 8 feet.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
8 feet on that buck that you shot. And that was,
That one, yeah, like closer to 6, I think.
Yeah.
Almost could have reached up to the butt.
yeah, he wasn't very far. I mean, we weren't very far off the ground, but just that right downward angle is very difficult. And you never practice for that in the yard. I don't really know what to take away from that other than just be really careful of the steep angled shots and try to set yourself up in a position where you can go through the deer. That is another benefit to hunting on the ground that me and Zinger have talked about a good bit, is whenever you do shoot them on the ground, you're going straight through the deer. You don't have to deal with this funky angle stuff out of a tree. And if the deer had been 5 yards out further, we'd probably watch him tip over. But I needed to be a little bit further forward and a hair higher, an inch further forward and an inch higher, and we probably watch him fall. But hopefully you guys can learn from that. We're going to try to learn from that. We're just really thankful that we got him, though. That's awesome.